I just wanted to say thank you to everyone that watched my first video about the Florida Civic Literacy exam. And as promised, I created a video for questions that you can guarantee that you will get correct if you study them really well. Question number 1. Who was president during World War I? And that's Woodrow Wilson. If you take a piece of paper and write out WW1, just fill in Woodrow Wilson. That's a really easy way to remember who was president during World War I, which is Woodrow Wilson. Question number 2. How many members are in the House of Representatives? 435. You really want to make sure you know that answer because they'll throw out numbers to trick you, but just remember that the House of Representatives has 435 members. How long can a House of Representatives run for? 2 years. Now, one way I was able to remember that really easily was with the $2 bill. If you flip it over to the back, there's a lot of guys just standing there, and that's the only way I was able to remember that. 2 years is how long a House of Representatives can run, and that's 2 years. Just remember, $2 bill, House of Representatives, and that it has 435 members. Question number 3. How many senators are in the United States? 100. I want you to repeat that. How many senators are in the United States? 100. All right, how long can a senator run for? And that's 6 years. Do not get it confused with the House of Representatives, which is like the $2 bill. A senator can run for 6 years. I remember this one kind of tricked me up, but senators can run for 6 years. Another important number is 18. 18 is how old you need to be in the United States to vote. Another question you'll see on the test is, who is the father of our country? And just think of the dollar bill, and that would have George Washington on that dollar bill. So, who is the father of our country? George Washington. Now, another important, question you'll see on the test is Amendment 4. Now, when you see Amendment 4, just think SAS. What's SAS? Search and seizure. You see Amendment 4, just write out SAS, search and seizure. That's the 4th Amendment, SAS, search and seizure. Now, you will also see Ben Franklin on the Florida Civic Literacy exam, and I actually have my old flashcard, and on the Florida Civic Literacy exam, Ben Franklin, he started the first free library. That's big. In America, there's free libraries everywhere, free knowledge, free game, and that's because of Benjamin Franklin. He's also the writer of the Poor Richard's Almanac. He's the first postmaster and the oldest member of the Constitution. I guarantee you will see questions like, who started the first free library? Ben Franklin. Who wrote the Poor Richard's Almanac? Ben Franklin. Who was the first postmaster of the United States? Ben Franklin. Who was the oldest member of the Constitution? Ben Franklin. I guess that's why he's on the $100 bill, which, I didn't know that before I took the test, but now I do. So hopefully these tips helped you. We're gonna go over these questions again. If you're just listening to this, I want you to be able to say the answer, because if you can say the answer, that means you're ready for the test. Let me go over a few more questions. How old do you need to become a senator? 30 years old. How old do you need to become a president? 35 years old. Now, don't get these confused. It's very simple to remember. Just think of seniority. There's senator, then there's president. So that would mean 30, 35. 35 to be a president. I believe you also have to have lived in the United States for 14 years. I don't know if that's on the test, but just remember, to become a president, 35 must live in the United States for 14 years. But for a senator, it's 30. So that means you can become a young senator. 35 is still young, but it's kind of at that midway point. So you've got 30 senator, 35 president. Don't forget those numbers. And if you blank out on the test, just remember, I used to think about a Rolex. Presidential Rolex, 35,000, 35 years old, president. That's an easy way to remember that. All right, so bonus question time. I'm gonna ask a question. You have to say the answer, see if you got it right. How old do you need to be to vote in the United States? 18. Who is the father of our country? George Washington. You want to think $1 bill. Who started America's first free library? Ben Franklin. How old do you have to be to become a senator? 30 years old. How many years can you run as a House of Representatives? 2 years. So remember, $2 bill. Who is a writer of the Poor Richard's Almanac? Ben Franklin. The Fourth Amendment is regarding SAS, search and seizure. So thank you for watching this video. If it helped you, please press the like button. And I hope everyone that watches this video passes the Florida Civic Literacy exam.